Hello, dear students and test takers. Welcome back to my Grammar for Success channel. I'm Koresh Babu, a retired lecturer in English from Hyderabad. In today's video, I'm going to teach you about the use of the relative pronouns what, as, and but. To tell you the truth, the use of these three relative pronouns is very important and very useful to all of you in all your competitive examinations. Therefore, I appeal to all of you to watch this video till the end without skipping it in the middle. I also request you to subscribe to my channel and if possible, please share this video with your near and dear ones. Thank you. And now let's get into the video. Use of remaining relative pronouns. Okay, this is the title. Remaining, I have used the word remaining here. Why? It is because I have already taught you about the use of who, whom, and whose, what, that, and which. About these five relative pronouns I have taught you in my two earlier videos. Okay, and in this video I'm going to teach you about the remaining relative pronouns. Then what are the remaining relative pronouns? Here it is given. Here they are given what, as, and but. These three are the remaining relative pronouns, and from this you understand one important fact that yes, there are as many as 8 relative pronouns. What are they? Who, whom, whose, which, that, but, as, what. These are all, you can say, 8 relative pronouns. And now we are going to learn the use of these very important relative pronouns from the examination, competitive examination point of view. First of all, I would like to take up the use of this what, and here you see that use of the relative pronoun what is there, and this what, about what, and all you can say, I need hardly say that they are used just like other relative pronouns. How are the other relative pronouns used? They perform two duties. One is to join the two separate sentences together, and what is that? To relate to, what is that? The noun or pronoun going before. That is called the antecedent. These are the basic duties that are performed by the relative pronouns. Okay, and here what, as, but will also perform the same, you can say, duties. Okay, and they do the same action. And here a use of the relative pronoun what is there, and this what is used exclusively for what? For the, you can say, what is that? It is used only to refer to things. It is not used either for persons or for animals. That is one point. Another point is that it is used only in the singular number. It is not used in the plural number, because what itself means, what itself is singular in number, and that's why it always refers to the singular number noun. Okay, right. And one more thing is there, it has the same form in the subjective and objective case. It has no possessive case at all. It is the same as for subjective case pronoun and objective case. What is subjective, what is objective, that is the meaning of that. And then comes its antecedent is always hidden. It's very important. You cannot, and with other relative pronouns you can find the antecedent, you can see the antecedent, but in the case of this what, the relative pronoun, the antecedent is always hidden. That point is there. And here what is that? It is equivalent to that which, or the thing which, or you can also say something which. Okay, something which, that which, or something which. That is it is equivalent to this. What is equivalent to these two things, that which or something which, whatever it is. Here I'll give you one example to make you understand the meaning of this, the use of this what. Here you see, something has happened. This is one sentence. It is not clear. This is the other sentence. Okay, here are given two statements or two sentences. Now, how to club them together, how to join them together. So here, something has happened. See, instead of this something, in the second example, we have used it. In the second sentence, we have used it. That means this it is, what is that? It is referring to this something. And how to connect these two sentences together means, actually it is supposed to be is connected like this. Something, instead of this it, it is used, instead of it we use which. Okay, and here what is that? Which. Okay, something which has happened. Yes, something which has happened, yes, is not clear. is not clear. This is somehow, it is supposed to be like this. Something which has not which has happened is not clear. It should be there. But instead of this something which, we use, what is that? What. Instead of something which, we use what. Okay, and that's why these two sentences are combined in this way. How? I'll give you this example. What is that? Here you see, what, instead of this it, something has happened, it is not clear. Instead of this it, we are using that. What means that which. That means something which, you can also say. Okay, what has happened. Okay, first you have to write this, and then this one is not clear. What has happened is not clear, because it is, the pronoun it is brought to the front position, and instead of it we have used what. So it is therefore like this. Okay, what has happened is not clear. This is how we have to join the two separate sentences. One more example I would like to give you. Something you say, it is wrong. Okay, something you say. What is the word used in the second sentence to refer to something? Means it, you know that very well. So instead of this it, we have to use what, and afterwards rewrite the same sentence. How? You see, what you say is wrong. That is how you have to connect the sentences with what. What you say is wrong, because instead of this it, what have we done? We have used what. Okay, instead of this it, we have used what, and when this comes to the front position, what will remain in these two sentences? You say is wrong. So what you say is wrong. So this is how. What you say means that which you say. Whatever you say is wrong. So here, this is how we have to join the two statements together. And now let's go to learn more examples to learn the use of the relative pronoun what. Okay. There is no meaning in what he says. There is no meaning in that which he says. That's the meaning. There is no meaning in that which he says. In that which he says. He says something, in that, there is no meaning. That is the meaning. So instead of this that and which, instead of these two words, this is the antecedent, this is the relative pronoun. That which, something which, whatever you can say. Instead of these two things, we are using what. There's no meaning in what he says. You need not say there's no meaning in that which you say. That lengthy process you should not follow. Lengthy sentence you should not adopt, but you have to simply say there's no meaning in what he says. That's okay. And you go to the next one. What cannot be cured must be used. What means that which cannot be. Okay, you cannot say you can also say that which cannot be cured must be ended. Okay, it's correct. But instead of these two words, now we are using what. What cannot be cured must be endured. Whatever you cannot cure, yes, but whatever cannot be cured must be endured. That is there. What is done cannot be undone. What? That actually the sentence can be like this. That which is done cannot be undone. That which is done. So instead of saying that which, these two things, instead of these two things, we are using what. Okay, instead of these two things, we are using what. Instead of this, like this. And here you see that, give careful heed to what I say. Give careful heed. Give careful heed to what? No, take care, yes, about what I say. So what means that which. Give careful heed to that which I say. Which I say or you say. So here, that which, instead of these two things, we have used what here. And you go to the next one. I say what I mean. What I say that which I mean. That is the meaning. I say that which I mean. But instead of these two, you can say words, we are using this. I say what I mean. I say that which I mean is correct. But you don't say it is lengthy. It is a roundabout way to say that. I say that which I mean. It is somewhat a roundabout way. So instead of this, we had better say I say what I mean. So similarly, one more example is here. I mean what I say. I mean that which I say. I mean that which I say. Instead of these two things, we had better say what I say. That is right. That. So remember, what is used instead of that and which, or something which, something like that. What is one man's meat is another man's poison. So here what means that which. So what is it? That which is a one man's meat is another man's. So you can say that, but instead of these two things, we had better say what is one man's meat is another man's poison. And here one more example is going, what I have written, I have written. What I have written means that which I have written, I have written. Whatever I have written, that's all. So here you have, instead of these two things, we are using that. Okay, right. One more example is there. Last example. He found what he was looking for. He found what? He found that which he was looking for. That should be the right sentence. Of course, it is also correct. I found that which he was looking for. Instead of that, that which to, instead of using these two words, we had better use only one word and complete the meaning. He found what he was looking for. So in this way, what is used is in the sense of that which or something which, and its antecedent is always omitted. It is always hidden. It is only used in the singular. Use of the relative pronoun as. Now let us learn about the use of the relative pronoun as. What is the note one? The word as is always as a relative pronoun used after such. As is used after such. Remember, after such we have to use as only. It's very, very important from the competitive examinations point of view, because after such most of the people use that. In the examination they give you can say that, but don't use that, but instead of after such we must use only as. How? Let us see that. As a relative, this is not such. Okay, after such what should be? This is not such a good book. This is not such a good book, or this is such a good book. Not a negative sentence or positive, whatever it is. This is not such a good book as. After such what should be used? As. This is not such a good book as I expected. As. Don't use that, please. I have written that and struck it off. Okay, right. This is not such a book as I expected. Okay, he is not such a clever student. He is not such a clever student as you are. He is not such a clever student as you are. You are a clever student. He is not such a clever student as you are. Like you, that is the meaning. So he is not such a clever student as you are means he is not a clever student like you. If you don't use this, he is not a clever student like you. Instead of saying that, you had better, he is not such a clever student as you are. Simply saying he is not a clever student like you. Simple, clear. But that is simple, but this is our standard. He is not such a clever student as you are. So in our life, we happen to say certain things in a different ways. The same thing we may have to say in a different ways. Okay. Here you can say he is not a clever student like you. Simple, easy. Okay. But here he is not such a clever student. Such a clever student as you are. So it is standard, and it is very meaningful and very standard. Okay, here you see that we have never had such a time as the present one. We had never had such a time. We never had such a time as the present moment, present one, present time. It's like that. Okay, he is such a man as I honor. He is such a man. He's not an ordinary man. He is such a man. He's such a man. He's such a man as I honor. I honor him because he's such a great man. Such a man. Such a man. Such, such about such, it's a demonstrative pronoun. So this, that, these, those, such. Such is, already you are talking, you have something in your mind. Such a man. Such a trustworthy man. Maybe it's whatever it is. Honest man. Honorable, whatever it is. Okay, such is, it tells you about the thing that is already hidden there. So he is such a man as I honor. Okay, and here you see that these mangoes are not such as I bought yesterday. These mangoes are not such. Such means already mentioned there. These mangoes are not such ones. So such, you can say mangoes. These mangoes are not such mangoes as I bought yesterday. Yesterday I bought some mangoes. These are not like those mangoes. That is the meaning of them. This sentence, right? And here one more, his answer was not such as I expected from him. This answer is not such as I expected from. That means this is the answer which is not expected from him. Okay, so in this way, after such, as is used, but in the examination they will give you that, okay, to confuse you, and most of the students, you can say, make a mistake of using that only. They think it is right, such a book that, they say. No, such a, after such as is always used. Okay. Note 2. The word as is used as a relative pronoun, sometimes after the same. After the same also we should use only as, but not that. Remember that. It's very important. This is also important from the examination point of view. My bike is the same as yours. Or my bike is the same as yours. Sometimes you may happen to say, my bike is not the same as yours. Hey, what do you think of my bike? My bike is not the same as yours. Yours is different and mine is different. Mine is not the same as yours. Mine is not the same as yours. After this same, you have to use as. This is very important. Okay, right. And his opinion is the same as hers. That means the opinion of this man and the opinion of this woman are the same. So his opinion is the same as hers, means has the opinion of hers. That is the meaning. As her opinion. So the opinion of both of them is the same. That's the meaning. Right. My problem is the same as yours. Hey, what's your problem? Sir, my problem is the same as yours. The same. Don't say simply same as yours. The. Before same, we must always use the definite article. The same as yours. My problem is the same as yours. That's there. Very simple. Okay. This is not the same mobile as that. Okay. Is this the mobile you are searching for? No. This is not the same mobile as that. My mobile is not the same. My mobile is not the same as this. Sir, my mobile is not the same as this. My mobile is not like this. Directly speak, my mobile is not like this. Means my mobile is not the same as this. No, not the same. Whenever you say, use the same, you must use as. Same as, same. Last example. Yesterday I played with the same bat as yours. I played with the same bat as yours means I played the bat. I played cricket with the bat that is like yours. That is like yours. That is the meaning. I played with the same bat as yours. The bat is just like yours. The bat is just like your bat. Yours means your bat. Okay. Note 3. This note 3 is also important from the examination point of view. Triple star mark. The word as used as a relative pronoun in the capacity of a relative pronoun. That is the meaning after as. As is again used after as followed by an adjective. How? Let us see that. Okay. I collected as many specimens. After this, many specimens. Many is an adjective. Many specimens. As is followed by an adjective. Okay. As many specimens. Here as I could find. I collected as many specimens as I could find. Okay, herbarium. The student is collecting all leaves, this and that, for his herbarium. So he says, I collected as many specimens as I could find. I could, yes. Whatever I have found, I collected, and whatever I came across, I found, I collected as specimens. Okay, I collected as many specimens as I could find. And then she wrote as many letters as many letters as she could to convince him. To convince him, she wrote so many letters. As many letters as she could. As many letters as, that means many letters. That's the means. That's as many specimens as I could means many specimens in one word. She wrote many letters to convince him. That is the right sentence. That's the direct sentence. But here it is effective, very effective. She wrote as many letters as she could to convince him. See how standard and how, what is that, how nice it is. The construction is very nice. You can say she wrote many letters to convince him. That is direct. But saying this, saying in this way is very standard and looks very dignified and all that. He made as many runs as were possible in 1 over. In 1 over, how many runs are possible? Yes, in run over means 6 balls. 6 balls means 6 is 36, not more than that. Of course, if there are no balls, it will go up. Of course, it will go up to. So if at all the batsman hits each ball for 6, 6 sixes 36. Yes, of course, 1 or 2 nopes are there. Then what happens? 2 more balls added. Then what happens? In this way, 30, 40 balls runs are. So as many runs as were possible. In 1 over, how many runs are possible? Those runs he made. That is the meaning. He made as many runs as. So this is the first one, as, the regular one. This is our relative pronoun, as. That's why now it is given in red color. It is given in blue color, right? And here, see, they scored as low marks as anybody could get. As low marks as. She scored low marks, and anybody could get those low marks. Okay, getting 2 marks, 3 marks is not great, So that's why she scored low marks. Instead of saying she scored low marks just like others. It's a simple way of saying. But here, they scored as low marks as anybody could get. So in this way, as is used as a relative pronoun. It is used along with as, followed by an adjective. Use of the relative pronoun but. Use of the relative pronoun but. Okay. Last one. The word but is also used as a relative pronoun, but is actually a conjunction, coordinating conjunction. But here it is also acting as a relative pronoun. In the English language, several words will be working as several, you can say, parts of speech. One word is there, but is a conjunction, but is also a relative pronoun. Certain words are there. They work as a noun. They work as a what is that pronoun? They work as an adjective. They work as an adverb. They work as a something like that. One word will be working in different capacities, different, you can say, what is that, shades. And that's why here but is a conjunction, but here it is used as a relative pronoun, and that too after a negative word. It's very important. Please watch this slide again and again, and you can try to get command of this, the use of this but. And here you see that it is equivalent to who not and which not. And here it is used only in the nominator. Nominator means in the subjective case only. Here you pay attention. There is none, negative word. After a negative word, none is a negative word. Okay. There is none, but will agree with me. But will means what? But will agree. It's a beautiful construction. You see that, Yes, but will means who will not agree. That is the meaning. There is none who will not agree with me. But will agree with me means who will not agree with me. You see how beautiful the meaning is. Instead of saying who will not agree with me, you had better say but will agree with me. But is there. It is standing for who and not. But means who and not. So there is none but will agree with me. That means there is nobody who will not agree with me. There is no one who will not agree with me. That is the meaning. So, but instead of saying that, you had better say there is none who but will agree. Okay, and let us see that. Okay, other things. There is none who will not agree with me. I am giving the meaning also for this sentence. Who will not agree in blue color? No, the meaning is given here. This the meaning of but will agree is who will not agree. Right. And one more example. There is no Hindu but knows the story of the Ramayana. You can easily understand. But knows. But knows means who. This is simple present. That's why who does not know. Who does not know the story. There is no Hindu in India who does not know about the story of the Ramayana. Instead of saying who does not know, we had better say but knows. In 2 words, you can express the meaning of 1, 2, 3, 4 words. The meaning of the 4 words can be expressed in 2 words. But knows the story of the Ramayana. Okay, there is no Hindu who does not know. Instead of but knows, he does not know. See that? But stands for who and not. There is no man but wishes to live. Is there any man who but wishes to live? But wishes means who does not. Who does not wish to live. Is there any man who does not wish to live? Everybody wants to live. Everybody wishes to live. Okay, so here but wishes means who does not wish. That's why I have given the meaning also. There is no man who does not wish to live, right? Okay, very beautiful sentence. There's no rose, there's no rose but has some thorn. There's no rose but has some thorn. So here you see that there is no rose which it does not have, but has means which it does not have. There is scarcely a child but likes candy. Scarcely also is a negative word. Hardly, scarcely. Yes, there's scarcely a child. But likes means who does not like. Is there any child who does not like candy? No, no, no. But likes candy means who does not like candy. That is there. Okay, right. And here you see that there is no man but knows these things. There is no man who. See, these are all negative words. You know, but is used with a negative word. So, but knows means who does not know. Who does not know, that is there. So there is no man but knows, who does not know these things. Okay, and last you can say this is the last example. So in this way but is used, okay, after a negative word, and it is used in the sense of who not and which not. Okay, it's very important from the examination point of view. You can for your spoken English skills also, this is very important. There was no one present but shed tears. There was no one present but shed. Who does not shed here? This is again some more examples are given. There was no one who did not shed tears, because it is the past tense, and who did not is used. Okay, that's me. There's no man but loves his country. See how beautiful this sentence is. There's no man but loves his country means who does not love his country. That is the meaning. Okay, right. And one more. There's no country but has some great men in it. Okay, there's no country in the world. There are so many countries are there. So there's no country but has means who does not, which it does not have some great men in it, right? Okay, it is there. Last example, there's no house in our locality but has a smart TV. But has a smart TV which it does not have. There is no house in our locality, but has means that does not have a smart TV, which it does not have a smart TV. Something like that. So in this way, beside this but is used with a negative word. Okay, right? It is a actually by birth it is a conjunction, but here it is also used as a relative pronoun. It is used after a negative word. These are all negative words. It is used like this. It's a beautiful construction. Please follow this, and therefore, in order to follow this, in order to learn this construction, please watch this, slide, watch this video again and again, repeatedly. You can watch it, right? Compound relative pronouns. What are the compound relative pronouns? I am introducing these things also to you. Whoever, whoso, whosever, one, whichever, whatever, whatsoever are called compound relative pronouns. And here you see that whosoever means any and every person who exalts himself shall be abased. Whosoever exalts himself, that means whoever exalts himself, whoever praises himself, whoever talks greatly about himself, okay, that will be abased, will be insulted. That is it's a biblical quotation, and it's like that. Okay, generally whosoever is good. Whoso, any person who diggeth a pit shall fall there. Whoever digs a pit will fall in that. If I dig a pit, I fall in that. If you dig a pit, you fall in that. Whoso will dig a pit will fall in it. So here, whoso means any person who. It stands, this whoso stands for any person who. That is the meaning of this. Any and every person who, whosoever. And one more example is whatsoever. Whatsoever. That means anything which they find, thy hand findeth to do it with thy might. It's also biblical quotation, biblical verse. And here is whatsoever thy hand findeth to do. Whatsoever means whatever your hand finds to do something, you do it with your might. That is the meaning of this. Whatsoever means whatever. Whoso means whoever. Whosoever means whoever again. So these are the compound relative pronouns. The forms whoever, whichever, and whatever are now ordinarily used. This is a very important thing in your spoken English. Whoever comes, let him come. Whoever comes is welcome. Whichever you take, you can take whichever you like. Whichever means whatever the thing you like. Whichever, whatever you want, I'll provide you. Whatever you want, sir. Whatever you want. What do you want? Whatever you want, sir, I'll provide you for. Okay, see here, whoever, whichever, whatever, these are all what is that now pronouns, compound relative pronouns, but they are now ordinarily used. Ordinarily used means without any antecedent or anything like that. And here you pay attention, whoever, any person who. Whoever means any person who. Whosoever, no, whoso means any person. Whoso or whoever, whatever it is. Comes is welcome. Okay, comes is welcome. Whoever comes is welcome. Whoever comes is welcome. Right. And take whichever you like. There are no certain things are there, eatables are there. So what should I take? Take whichever you like. Okay, take whichever you like. Okay, I'll take with me whomsoever. Whomsoever means anybody whom you choose. Whomsoever, anybody whom. Whomsoever you choose. Whomsoever you like. You can sit. You can talk to any person, whomsoever you like. Okay, you can talk to whomsoever you like. Okay, you can talk to anybody you like. Anybody whom you like. So in this way, whoever, whichever, whomsoever, whatever, yes, whatever. Whatever is done for you, for the sake of my children. Whatever is done for the sake of my children. Whatever. That which, that is done. Whatever means that which. That, it stands for that which. Whatever is done for the sake of my children, for the sake of my family. So like that, these are all whoever, whichever, whatever. These are all nowadays ordinarily used, commonly used. So please learn the use of these relative pronouns. Dear students and test takers, please try to subscribe to my channel if at all you like this video, and please share this video also with your good friends. Okay, and I hope you are following my videos very carefully. If you find any problem, you please mention it in the comment section. Nobody is commenting on my videos. I'm waiting for your comments. Comments are very important. They are nothing but my feedback. I do not know what is on my back, but you should tell me. There is something, the patch on my back, something, whatever is on my back, you should tell me. But if I don't know all that, but that's why I always say, I always think I'm teaching well, but whether I'm teaching you up to your standard or not, or below the standard or above the standard, I must learn that from you only. Please, if at all you have anything to say, please mention it in the comment section. Okay, in your mother tongue also you can write. I'm not asking you to write only in English. You can write it even Hindi also. I know Hindi, I know Telugu. So that's why please mention it in your comment section. And thank you so much. Okay, and with another beautiful video, I'll be back. Until then, bye. See all of you. Right.